what did the major labels do, and let me emulate that, even though
Yep.
my situation is 99.9% different.
There's an interesting like article that went around with Dan Elk kind of spouting that, with this founder CEO of Spotify spouting that, the album is dead and musicians need to, just start making more music. And that's kind of an asshole response, to be honest. I mean, because the more content that's in his system, the more money he makes. But aside from that, he does have kind of like a point. You can't really like release an album like every 3 years or something like that. You kind of, I think being at 300 releases, that's like, you kind of have to keep staying relevant and in front of people. So I think the more, and then being consistent too, right? So like the more you release on a schedule, like, every month I'm going to drop a new single or something like that. I think, for us, it was like every 2 weeks, so it's like people kind of expect that, and then, you kind of have to just keep up with that. So.
Yeah, I definitely think that I I totally agree with you that like the guy could have said that so much fucking better. Like
Yeah.
all he did was fucking piss people off.
Yeah.
But he does kind of have a point. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't, like, for most people, an album doesn't really work as well anymore. That being said, I'm still working on an album that I would like to drop eventually, like have a cohesive body of work that's like, this is me. And if you want to listen to 12 songs of me, here you go.
That's for your fans, right?
Right,
so
right.
They're expecting that album. So
which is a good point. I mean, like for the super fans, I don't think you can replace an album.
Yep.
But for people who have fans that are checking for your music and have followed you on the streaming network and are on your email list, ready to get that email and immediately click over and start streaming every song and help all the singles get onto Release Radar and other people's Discover Weekly, then you are going to have that fan base already built for that album to make any sense. Like
Right.
Sam Shoemaker, an artist I work with, we had on last week, said one of his things he would definitely do different, knowing what he knows now, is not start with an album.
Yeah,
he would have started with a whole bunch of singles, built up the buzz, and then eventually dropped a multi-song project on that audience. And even now that he's got a pretty big audience, he's right where you are. Got every 2-week release schedule. Just focus on, all right, let me get a stack of singles and figure out which one to release next.
Yeah, and to be fair, in the concept of releasing an album, you'll probably have heard half of those songs by the time the album comes out. Like you're gonna be releasing singles, and in today's day and age, you can't just release one single and then an album. Like you're probably gonna trickle out a lot of the good stuff and then save some of the deeper cuts or the gems and contextualize them a little bit differently, like maybe make some separate edits for how they flow together in an album. But yeah, especially if you're starting out, don't start with an album unless you're Linkin Park, which you're not. Don't start with an album. And
Linkin Park had an entire label with all of that money behind them to put out their first major label album. So again, like you said, not looking at what did the major labels do and let me emulate that, even though my situation is 99.9% different, the 1% being that I am attempting to market music.
I like it. What's up, humans? It's Luke, your friendly neighborhood trap Jesus. Thanks so much for watching the podcast, checking out our videos. We truly appreciate you. So, Rip Kenny, Tesco, and myself got you a gift. We made you a free sample pack. It's got basses, it's got FX, it's got crazy percussion and Foley sounds, and it's free. It's all yours. Just click the link in the description below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. We appreciate you. Peace out and peace among worlds.